When I was thinking about the platform for my, call it my mission or my passion, and I came up with the title Communicating to Win. And it just really, it really just happened. It was almost like an epiphany that the name came to me. And why? What does it mean? We all communicate. All of us communicate on a daily basis multiple times. And we all want to win. And it is a name, it is a brand that really crosses all political, religious, socioeconomic levels. We all communicate, everyone wants to win. What does it mean to win? Well, winning and succeeding, while closely linked, they're different for everyone. So for some, succeeding and winning is gonna mean a big house or a fancy car or a big income or whatever all those things are. For others, it's your health, it's the health of your children, it's a happy relationship. So, you know, it allows you to embrace it, allows you to get your arms around it, and allows you to, think about that. Because on a daily basis, we do communicate. How do you get your kids to do what you need them to do? How do you get your spouse to understand what you need out of the relationship? How do you get your boss, your employers, to recognize your value and your potential? All through communicating. You see, folks, what we don't do very effectively in this world, it doesn't matter the culture, we don't effectively communicate, and we're not communicating to win. And I mean win-win. I don't mean winning by taking something from you. For me to win, it doesn't mean you have to lose. And I think because so much of what we do is wrapped up in sports, we typically look at if somebody wins, it means we got to have a loser. And let's think about that whole thing differently. Why can't we have two winners? Why can't both people in the relationship win? Why can't the husband and wife both win? Why can't the parents and the children both win? If they communicate to succeed, if they communicate effectively, then they both win. But it has to be conscious. It has to be something that you do on a daily basis. These things do not happen automatically. Why not? We are products of our family of origin. We were taught a certain way. Children, I was thinking about this the other day, children are the most innocent, they're the most honest, they're the most open. Children aren't taught to lie. What happens is, as they get older, society's filter or society's venom or whatever you want to call it starts to filter into their lives, and we're taught how to lie and how to be deceptive and all those things. We're not born that way. And so we're taught how to do all those things. So what you need to realize is it has to be a conscious and concerted effort to communicate to win, because you are operating from your place in your family of origin as that little girl or that little boy. You take that into your relationship as that twice married, third married, fourth married person, whatever it is, you're coming from someplace. You didn't just arrive. I think about actors and actresses, and when you go before casting directors and you're working with folks, they're told that you need to come from someplace. You don't just start in the camera rolls and suddenly you become this other character. You have to come from someplace. When you're in a relationship, you have come from someplace. If you just ended one relationship, didn't take the time to heal, start another relationship, where did you come from? That relationship. And all the malfunction and misfunction and toxicity of that relationship has a place, has a role, filters in to your new relationship. You need to be conscious of your actions. You need to be conscious of your behavior. You need to be conscious of how you're processing things, why you're processing things. I tell people to let's think about an argument. Couple gets into an argument, or you get into an argument. You go into work and you get an argument with your coworker. Better example, perhaps. Rarely is what's going on at that moment about that moment. Does that make sense? What I mean to say is that morning you had a fight with your spouse, or the kids made you late, or the kids wouldn't get out of bed in time for school, and you go into work and you're in a bad mood. And so your coworkers are, "What's wrong with Mary?" You're not angry at them. You're reacting to and taking on what happened to you that morning. You see how that impacts not only our day, but it impacts our lives. And so if we have a relationship that didn't end well, or some therapists talk about doing the autopsy of the marriage, which I think is a great term, to look back on where it went wrong. Because if we don't examine those things, of course, as I said earlier, we're going to repeat those things. But to sum this up, it's all about being in a conscious state. It's all about always, and folks, this is hard stuff. This is tough work. And it is work. Relationships are work. It's all about being in a conscious state of awareness. And being aware of that other person's origin, or their issues, or their thoughts, or their feelings. It's all about awareness.